Oh, good morning, Australian football fans. My name is Lockie. This is Coastal Football, and it is an early morning for the Matildas Portugal live watch along. Keen for this one. Keen to bounce back after what was a really disappointing game a couple of days ago against Spain. Of course, Matildas copping that shocking 7-0 defeat. We simply have to turn it around. I know this is just a series of friendlies, but Portugal, this is a much more winnable game. This is a team that's more closely ranked to us. And when you look at the side that we've put together and the setup, the formation that we look like we're playing, more of a 4-3-3, I reckon we can get the job done. Against Spain, we played basically just a 5-4-1. It was so defensive, it was so negative. And I touched on the recent Coastal Football podcast, which you can listen on Spotify, and sort of went into a deep dive into my sort of thoughts on the game and why it's so concerning that even though these are friendlies, that we were losing those games that we lost that game so severely. So I'm hoping that this morning rather, isn't the same story for the Matildas. I'm hoping we can turn it around, even if we just get a win, even if it's just by one goal, even if it's just a 1-0 win, 2-1 win. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my expectation as well. I think it's going to be a tough game. Portugal are a good side as well, and again, in preparations for their Euros campaign. And we are playing, of course, over there in Portugal at their home ground. So, it's a test for Australia. It's a test for these Matildas. We'll see how this formation goes. There might be a little bit of shuffling around in terms of the personnel. Some more players, unfortunately, missing this matchup. Of course, we know about the star names missing this current run of friendlies, but there's a few others missing out. So let me see if I can find that again. There was like a few. Here we go. Kyra Cooney-Cross, Rachel Lowe, Taylor Ray, and Courtney Vine have all been ruled out for medical reasons. Came out from the Matildas official socials 40 minutes ago. So disappointing, especially Courtney Vine. I thought she did all right. Funnily enough, out of all the players in the 7-0 defeat to Spain, she was probably one of the top performers. She was the one that was looking, really keen to get forward and was trying to get forward at every opportunity, and no one else was really doing that against Spain the other day. So, shame that those girls have to miss out. Especially Taylor Ray. I mean, she came on for a debut, didn't she, against Spain? So she's unfortunately going to miss out. There's still a few names that haven't even had a debut yet. I reckon we'll probably see this game as well. So, oh mate, early morning, dude, it's chilly as. I've got the tea here. We're rocking the tea. We are good to go. We are good to go. So, Charlotte Grant, Claire Wheeler, Courtney Nevin, Claire Polkinghorn, how were they set up in defence? Unless, Tamika Yallop dropped back as a left wing back. Whether she plays that role again, in this game, like a left back position, potentially, which would mean you'd imagine Claire Wheeler coming forward to midfield. Important that we get a strong start in this game. Positive start. We don't want from what we saw against Spain, basically 90 minutes, just about, of just domination. Important game to win this one. Important game just to almost just for the Australian fan base more than anything. Lydia Williams back in goals for this game, wearing the captain's armband too. The important one to win just because of the fact that we are now less than a year out from our own World Cup. Important that preparations start now. We start winning games. We start building some confidence. Plenty of young players in the squad, fresh faces in the squad. Some decent players on the bench. I mean, Princess Sabini, I'm looking forward to her coming on, playing in a winging role. Galabarachi as well. Yet to make a Matildas debut. Could it happen today? I reckon it will. Keeping up for some of the names that didn't quite get a run against Spain. So we'll keep an eye on that on this lineup and how it actually looks. But we expect it to be a 4-3-3. And in the pre-game chat on Channel 10, that's what they were sounding like. The 4-3-3. A bit more of a conventional system for the Matildas, not the 5-4-1 we saw the other day. Here we go. We are underway. Portugal, Australia. We have kickoff. Let's hope that the Tillies can get off to a good start here. Positive start. Do not want to be on the back foot in this game. And you can already see that 4-3-3 setup, which is good to see. What we want. There we go. We've got our clock ticking away here. So this is synced up to my stream here, the clock. In case you want to sync up the stream. Portugal are in with an early chance, dude. Okay. And Gori plays behind for a corner. All right. Oh, less than a minute, and Portugal are already getting in behind. Jeez, I was just a little bit too easy getting in behind there, and that was probably smart by Gori to play behind. Portugal, 5 players in the box here for this corner. We can get that clear, surely. Yep. This is a decent lineup that we're playing. It is a decent lineup. Nice ball over the top. I'll tell you what, it might even be Yallop playing right back. It's Courtney Nevin at left back. Which you'd imagine might mean Claire Wheeler into midfield. Same for the front three. I guess that front three could probably shuffle around too. It'd be interesting to see who's playing centrally, and it looks like it might be Larissa Crummer. Gilnick at the moment, just looking like she's shifted over to that right wing. That's a good thing about this Matilda squad. It is versatile when it needs to be, you know. These players can shuffle around. Would love an early goal here just to settle it, just to open the scoring. Put us on the front foot. Let Portugal know what we're about. So it definitely looks like Yalab is indeed playing right back. So Sampson playing left wing. That's what these opening couple minutes are about. Just confirming the lineup. Courtney Nevin playing at left back. That was correct. We got that one. So Yallop at right back. Tamiki Yallop. I wish she was playing in midfield, to be fair. We know that that's her preferred position. Can slot in at full back. Did it at left wing back and now right back today. And it looks like it will be Claire Wheeler in that holding midfield position. Couple early free kicks for Australia in this game. Portugal with the early fouls. All right. Almost there with confirmed lineup. We've had to change like 10 players. The formation looks like it's just about correct, but there's a little bit of shuffling around with some of the personnel. So there we go. Our live Formation should be on the screen now. F. Mel's in the chat. Good to see you. Go Matildas, pump for this one. Me too, man. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Another early morning. Yeah, I'm really hoping we can bounce back for this one. Get a result. Super important to make sure we get a positive result here. Even a draw. We'll take the draw, I think. But a win is ideal as just a response after that Spain game. So the 4-3-3 formation, I think, is going to be much better for us just to be able to compete in this game. Nice pass by Wheeler. Courtney Nevin at left back. Inside for Van Egmond. Gorry loses it. It's a dangerous front three. I like the front three, man. Seamson off the left. Crummer through the middle. Gilnick coming down the right wing. She can play on the wing, Gilnick. Switches cut off a couple times in the past minute, looking for that switch over to the wing. Gilnick losing it. That was a bit soft. And she's probably going to give away the foul there. Yeah. Silly from Emily Gilnick. What, she really shouldn't have lost the ball there. She looked like she was in a pretty comfortable position and then just lost it way too easily and then just gave away the foul right back. Pretty unnecessary too. She had Yallop there. It was a 2v1 setup situation. Here we go. Another foul there. Gilnick involved early with the fouls. This time, she's winning one. Gorry. It looks like even Gorry might be that holding midfielder with Claire Wheeler playing a little bit higher too. Which I don't mind. Katrina Gorry as the pivot in that three-man midfield. Ball inside. Through to Williams. There we go. Updated lineup on the screen. Finally, we got it. Hey, what's going on TikTok? We're live on TikTok as well. Dude, there's been like 5 or 6 fouls in the opening 10 minutes already. And Katrina Gorry's down and hurt. Which is worrying. Okay, she like tried to get up and then couldn't. And is holding a knee. Okay. Oh, dude, it's like heavy contact though. So they're not necessarily those ones that, you know, ACL or anything. More of just like, you hope at least it's just like a jarring contact. Nothing worse than that. But Gorry's down and in pain, man. Which is concerning this early on. Almost 10 minutes in. Pretty even start so far. Pretty even start so far. Nothing too dramatic going on. It's been an okay start. Oh, mate. Dude, it is a chilly morning here. It is a chilly morning. I've got the heater pumping behind me. Keeping us warm. We've got the beanie on. We're staying rugged up. Of course, got the green and gold scarf on as well to support the girls. Charlotte Grant tonight pairing Claire Polkinghorn in defence. No Alana Kennedy, of course, involved in the squad. So we're getting a really good look at Charlotte Grant playing centre back in this lineup. Played in the back three, of course, against Spain. Did okay for that first half. And that's the thing about the Spain game. You look at the scoreline and you think, geez, they ran over us. And they did. They certainly dominated the whole game. But it's probably worth remembering that it was almost 0-0 at halftime. Like, Spain scored their first goal after 44 minutes. So we actually held them all right for much of the game. It's very cold, says FML. It is indeed, isn't it? It is indeed. It is. Dude, it was like extra cold. Like, we did the live watch along on Sunday morning for the Spain Matildas game. It was like, well, I don't remember it being this cold. I don't know whether it's because of midweek. It hits a bit more as well too. Yeah. Hello from Melbourne. How's it going? If you're watching on TikTok, we're currently live on YouTube. We're doing the live watch along Portugal versus Matildas right now. Coast Watch Football on YouTube. Well cut out there by Yallop. So important that we go through the early stages of this game with a clean sheet. Keep ourselves in the game as Katrina Gorry returns to the field. Good to see. Good to see Gorry back on the field. Portugal moving the ball pretty well, though, across the front third now. Nice play. Got to stay strong here, Van Egmond. Oh, got it in behind. Nevin's going to lose that chance. No. Oh, my gosh. She hit her own teammate there. She hit her own Portuguese teammate in the head. But it was offside anyway. Yeah, actually, that would have hurt. That ball was traveling. Was that offside? I wonder where the offside call was there. Was it? Oh, okay, definitely offside. Oh, yeah, definitely offside. Definitely offside, the right call there. So, Portugal already showing a little bit of the danger they possess early on in this match. Got to make sure this back four stays alive to it. The front three yet to really see much of the ball at all. Let's see if we can work it up there. Van Egmond on the ball. Still, dude, intense pressure. Well played out, though. Matildas. Yallop on the right. Here we go. Let's see if we can get something going here. Wheeler goes back and gives away the ball. Come on, man. Portugal coming forward down the left. That was the problem against Spain, too. That was one of the concerning things. Just his inability to build up, to break out of defense. Really, really concerning, man. General in the chat. Hello, mate. How's it going? Really excited for the Women's World Cup. My country of birth, Philippines, led by Alan Stajic. So exciting so far. Dude, Australian fans, we know Alan Stajic well, of course. We know him well. He's a fantastic coach. And that's right, dude. Can't wait. So keen for the Women's World Cup next year. Dude, I was thinking as soon as tickets go on sale, I'm jumping on it. I'm jumping on it, dude. Games will be played in all the major cities across Australia. Matildas first. It's been confirmed. Like, Matildas sort of know their schedule. First home game for the Matildas will be at the new Sydney Football Stadium, the new Allianz Stadium, which will be awesome. Fried chicken in the chat. How's it going? I'm doing well, mate. We are staying warm. We've got the beanie on. We've got the scarf on. We've got the hoodie on. And enjoying this matchup. Portugal 0, Australia 0 after 14 minutes. It's been a pretty uneventful game so far. A few fouls. Gorry was down with an injury for just briefly. But we are coming up to quarter of an hour into this game, and Australia yet to really conjure anything dangerous moving forward. Hopefully we can change that. Gorry, dude, that's a shaky back pass. Terrible back pass. Portugal are in behind. Gorry's giving it away. Portugal, go wide. Well, the Matildas have dodged a massive bullet there. It was very, very poor by Katrina Gorry to play it back. Portugal just jumped on that. That was just careless from Gorry. I mean, didn't even look behind when playing that pass. And luckily for Australia, the shot went wide. Dude, that was concerning. That was concerning, man. It's this shakiness, man, around this when playing out from in our own half, just giving the ball away unnecessarily. We've done it a couple times now. Here's Courtney Nevin. He's going to win that throw in. Okay, let's see what we can get going here. Nevin looking to play Simpson down the left. Simpson onside. Here we go. First real attack for the Matildas, and it's a poor delivery by Simpson, gathered by the goalkeeper. That's all it is. You've got to utilise these wide areas a bit more. A couple of times we'll look like we're going a bit too central. Got to shake it up. I wonder what Gustafsson's thinking is in terms of the tactics, how he wants to build up. I mean, how happy is he now? This goal kick's gotten through here, and Portugal are in behind again. Well done, Charlotte Grant, getting back to help defend. And that's a poor clearance by Polkinghorne. Portugal still with the ball. Portugal definitely, after a quarter an hour of football, definitely the brighter of the two sides. Pass accuracy was one of the concerning stats after the Spain game. I think off the top of my head, Spain had 65% passing accuracy. 65, whereas Spain had 89%. 65 is just way too low of a figure for passing accuracy, man. So we have to bring that stat up this game. Unfortunately, there already have been some wayward passes this matchup. And this is a decent lineup, man. We're still playing a good squad here in this game. We've got some good players on the park. We're having a bit more time on the ball, though, this game. Portugal now just happy just to back off and let the centre-backs control the ball. Oh, jeez. Polkinghorne under pressure, almost giving it away again. We have given it away again. Charlotte Grant. But luckily, we've won the foul. Charlotte Grant fouled. But again, just to see how easily we are sort of collapsing under this pressure, man. It's kind of concerning. Very concerning. All right, here we go. Ball forward. Crummer. Can't control. Portugal again winning the ball. Can't break it through. Okay. So there's a sort of a similar pattern occurring here, isn't it? Portugal keep winning the ball, whether it's from a lazy Australian pass. They're almost breaking through, but we saw Spain really had the quality to, when they did get through, to take their chances. Portugal just been a little bit sloppy breaking through. And again, dude, we lose the ball in the back line. This time it's Charlotte Grant inviting the pressure on our back line. Gorry's there to cut it out. Just got to clear this now. Just got to clear this, Charlotte. Heavy challenge, and that's going to be Portuguese throw. Charlotte Grant, geez, a little bit of a shaky start to this game, man. Brad Trigan says, if we won the World Cup, how crazy would you go, bro? Surely a day like that. Dye your hair, shave your head, something crazy like that. I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know. Maybe. What should I do? What would you recommend? What would you suggest? Ooh, Portugal give the ball away. Oh. And almost a chance to break forward there, but Wheeler played it wide. Is Nanny confirmed? Not yet, but I reckon it's all but confirmed. It looks like it's going to happen. If you're watching on TikTok, we're currently live on YouTube for the Portugal Matildas watch along. 20 minutes into this game, 0-0. All right, again, looking to go down that left wing. We win the throw. Okay, that's all right. I'll tell you what, that's probably a good thing. Gives us a chance to get some field position, get the team to shift forward. It just feels like we've been playing in our own half the whole game. Which team is better, the men's or the women's national team? For Australia, women's by far. Yeah, definitely women's. Yeah, I think for the past decade or so, probably even more, the women's side. I mean, we've got one of the best women players in the world in Sam Kerr. This Matilda side is very good. Of course, we are missing some star players, which is why we haven't been able to compete in these games. And that's another giveaway. That was Tamika Yallop this time. Portugal are in behind. Great passing play. Got to stay strong here. The shot is blocked by Polkinghorn. And the follow-up deflected wide. That'll probably be a corner. So 20 minutes in, there's been countless giveaways, wayward passes. And look, I don't know if it's whether to even blame the players on the ball. I mean, how much... I mean, just on that replay there, I mean, Tamiki Yallop looking for that pass. I mean, the amount of pressure and Portuguese players that are around her, there's just no one offering a realistic pass for her. I don't know if it's the person on the ball's fault. There's just simply nothing on offer. With the front three, we've barely seen them even on camera shot as the corner comes in for Portugal. Portugal still with a chance here. Delivers. Header comes in. It's going to go wide. Portugal will... No, they can't keep it in. Goal kick. Okay. So, we're surviving so far, but just... Portugal haven't quite taken their chances when they've appeared. But, again, similar to sort of the Spain game, you'd think it's only a matter of a time until the way it's going before Portugal get themselves on the score sheet. 22 minutes in. So, the current predicament for Tony Gustafsson is how to break through, how to get this ball moving, and Leah Williams has cleared that out of play. There's a real lack of cohesion. There is a serious lack of cohesion that we're witnessing right now in this lineup. And it's pretty concerning. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any real system or plan to shift the ball forward. I mean, Gustafsson has to be thinking about that as the coach. Surely has set his team up in a way where they can get the ball into the opposition half at least. Gabo, is Nani going to Australia? Yes. So, well, just a bit. I'll tell you what, 99% there. For those that missed it, Nani. The former, funny enough, Portuguese, and former Manchester United star, linked heavily with Melbourne victory. It's a rumour that we've heard for like the past month or so now, but according to Tom Williams from Kick 360, it looks like it might well happen as Matildas come forward here. Almost through there for Wheeler. Portugal deal with it. But yeah, man, hopefully the Nanny move comes off. It'd be a massive pickup for victory and massive for the A-League. Absolutely massive. Hopefully he'll bring in some fans to games as well, hey? Portugal finding a bit of space just inside the box now. Great chance, Portugal. Put behind by Nevin. Another Portuguese corner coming up. They're doing all right, Portugal. They're doing all right so far. Portugal Australia not really marking man for man here. You can see like a row of 5 players here. Oh, they are marking man for man, my bad. A row of 4 and then the markers. Still on for the Portuguese. And well done, Wheeler, to jockey that out for a goal kick. Okay. So every time, this is another test now for Australia. Quick goal kick, I don't mind that. And is that Yallop now over at left back, maybe swapping flanks? Early ball for Seamson, who retains possession. This is good. This is rare. This is rare for Matildas. We've barely managed. And again, another giveaway. And we've given away the free kick too. So, dude, was that like the second or third time in 25 minutes that we got into the opposition half? Seriously. I think that was like the third time. And within 5 seconds, we've given the ball away again. What's going on? PS Professional Soccer. Thanks for tuning in, man. That's all good. No need to apologize. How's it going? How's it doing? I'm doing well. I'm a little bit cold. A little bit cold. I've got the beanie on. Got the triple. Got the beanie scarf hoodie combo. But look, enjoying this match so far. Just a little bit concerned about how we've been going so far. It's been a little bit poor from the Matildas so far. FML says sloppy start. I agree. That sums it up. Are you serious, Nanny? Wow, hopefully it happens. And Raw secure Charlie Austin. Some good early preseason signings. Some big name signings, that's for sure, yeah. And look, the A-League, I think we always need that. And like, Austin, I mean, when you think of last, I know Sturridge didn't work out, but when you just look at the names that are like really seriously linked to the A-League, I mean, last year Sturridge, this year Nanny, like these are massive names. Like these are names who are playing are like the top tier of world footballers, if you like. So yeah, man, I'm keen for it. I'm hoping the Nanny move does come through, dude. I've chatted to a couple of Victory fans already who are actually kind of concerned about it because they're saying if Nanny comes in, that sort of confirms the Marco Rojas departure, which has been rumored for a little while. And they're kind of disappointed by that. But I was like, but you get Nanny, and they're like, no, I want Rojas. I'm like, fair enough, okay, respect. Laying in bed, dude, I don't blame you. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from too, whether you're tuning in across Australia. Shout out to any early birds from WA. It's 6 a.m. Actually, what's the time now? It'd be just after 6:30 a.m. now for me. Let me know where the time is where you're tuning in, where you're tuning in from. Still in possession here, the Matildas. I reckon we've probably had more possession. Here we go. Okay, that's better. Here we go. Down the left, Seamson. 3 plays are central. Here's the chance for Matildas. Seamson. Oh, dude. She should have kept going. She should have cut inside. She went for that reverse pass out to the left. And now there's... Oh, dude, we're exposed because Nevin's out of position. Portugal getting down the right. Still going. Shot goes wide. Shot goes wide, man. That was concerning. That was worrying. All right. So Portugal have had a couple decent chances, but have both times put the shots wide. So we are dodging bullets right now. We are dodging. But for how long can we keep this up? Jeez, another really risky pass there. That one was from Charlotte Grant. Katrina Gorry with the long ball. So it looks like maybe there has been a bit of a shift around. But here come the Matildas getting forward. That was a good ball forward by Grant. Van Egmond, edge of the box. Here we go. Plays it out wide. Can Grant keep this in? She will. Good chance here for the Matildas. Grant. Looking for Gilnick. That's a wayward pass again from Grant. So there might have been a bit of a tactical shift here. Looks like Grant is playing it right back. Courtney Nevin maybe going to centre back. Yallop at left back. So I'm a reshuffle in the back line. Portugal again, just wasting that opportunity. Getting forward. What's your score prediction, Lockie? Good question. I'm going 2-1 Matildas. 2-1. If we are going to get that scoreline, though, we have to be better than we are now. FML says, I've been very impressed with that. A-League in recent seasons has been good in terms of signings. Prefer Nani over Rojas, yeah. Also reminds me when Toivonen and Honda played for Victory. Yeah, those were some big name signings from a few years back. So now, sort of post-COVID, we're getting back to those heights of some of these high-profile signings. It's awesome, man. It's really, really exciting for the league. Half an hour into this game, still 0-0. Didn't really look like much of a foul there from Van Egmond. She was sort of just standing her ground, winning the ball. And it was less of a trip. Portuguese player more just tripped over her. Ran into her. So we'll keep an eye on this Matilda's backline, whether it has indeed reshuffled. And I think it has, dude. I think it has. And I just wonder whether maybe that was just because there was a little bit of fragility from unfortunately, from Charlotte Grant in the early stages of this game. Just not really on the ball with some of her passing. So Courtney Nevin's playing centre-back alongside Polkinghorn now. So we'll adjust that on the graphic here. As Yallop is going to spring forward. A little bit of space for Yallop here. Plays down the left for Simpson. Who will just... No, can't keep it in. Frustrating, man. So another reshuffle here in the lineup. Charlotte Grant to right back. Gustafsson, I mean... I know it's a friendly, but... You know, keen to shuffle things around here. I don't blame him. If something's not really working, at least he's got the guts to shake it up now. He's not going to wait for half-time. Portugal springing forward now. Bit too much space for them to break into. Decent ball in behind. Well done, Nevin, to hold off her player. So updated lineup is on the screen now. 3 players reshuffling across the back line. Charlotte Grant again getting forward here. Maybe this has been a good move. Gilnick. Surely has to play it back here. I mean, Wheeler's in space. Gilnick's still going, though. Great run. Van Egmond. Oh. Australia's best chance of the game. Emily Van Egmond had to hit the target there. What a chance. That was much better for the Matildas. Gilnick, great run. And very smart just to look up and pick out Van Egmond. And has to hit the target there. What a chance, dude. That was much better, and it all started from from Charlotte Grant, who's now been shifted to right back, and she got that move going. That was better. That was better, man. All good, professional soccer. Thanks for letting me know. FML says that. What are you having for breakfast, Lockie? Halftime. I'm definitely gonna grab something warm. Need a hot Milo. It's fresh in the morning. I don't really like eating when I'm live streaming too much, just because I want to make sure focus as much as possible on the live stream. I'll at least be having a cup of tea. I'll tell you that much. Maybe a sneaky muesli bar. But obviously, because I'm doing plenty of talking here, I don't like to get too distracted. Matilda's can win this ball back. Going to win that throw-in, surely. So, just in the last 10 minutes or so, Matilda's now just starting to find a way back into the game. And when I say that, I mean finding a way to create some chances and just get level. Get level in terms of who's been dominating this game. I definitely reckon we've had more possession. I mean, Portugal were probably a little bit intense at the start with their pressing, but have backed off since. When the central defenders have it, they call the back off, and that's a big switch play by Polkinghorn. It's worked out for Yallop. Yallop comes inbound. Ball behind for Crummer, who can't control. Larissa Crummer, I don't know. That might have been her first touch of the game. I don't know if she's touched the ball, man. Portugal nil. Matildas nil after 35 minutes. Again, Australian possession. Nice little ball over the top here. Gorry to swing in an early cross. Poked away. Again, it's been a bit better now moving forward. I wonder, maybe that tactical change at the back, I think, has worked a treat so far. Since it's been made, we've looked much more dangerous going forward. Just having Grant at right back, Yallop now at left back. They've done okay. Yallop straight down the left to Simpson. Goes back, and that's a poor giveaway, not on the same wavelength. Nevin is there to cover. And did we win that free kick? What was that? I mean, Nevin was the one sliding in. Surely just a throw-in, right? Ah, come on, man. Crummer playing that throw-in just right out of play. Dude, how sweet are Gustafsson's shoes? Check out Gustafsson's shoes next time he's on camera. Look at the sneakers on the man. Fresh. What are they, Nikes? Fair enough. Good to see Matilda's attacking more. Yeah, it's been better, eh? In these last few minutes, it's been a little bit better. Jeez, dude, there must be a fair amount of wind. Actually, I remember during the anthems we saw a bit of wind on the players' shirts and stuff. Because Lydia Williams just went to clear the ball, and it just hung up, like barely traveled 20 meters. The good news is we'll have that wind in the second half. Hopefully. Oh, great little turn there by Gorry. Switches the play. That was beautiful. That was really nice. Got to shift forward here, Yallop. Matilda's setting up for another attack. Down the right-hand side. A wayward pass by Wheeler. That was a bit careless. And Portugal are going to win a free kick. Van Egmond bringing a man down. So it's been you'd probably say a pretty even game so far now. And now that Australia have sort of got themselves back in the game, Van Egmond with that chance about 5 minutes ago. But Portugal had some great opportunities to score early on. Really, probably should have been one up. You could see in defence this sort of 4-1-4-1 setup. Gorry just covering the space in front of the back four. The wing is tucking back as well. Oh, that's a poor pass by Nevin. Portugal pick it up in a dangerous area. They're shifting players forward. In behind they come. Is that offside? Play on. It is offside. It is offside. It was close too, actually. That was damn close. Let's see if we can get a bit of a move going here. Again, down the right-hand side. Decent ball over the top by Grant. This is a chance. Gilnick still going. Gilnick delivering. That's a heavy cross just over the head of Crummer. You should be able to get to that. No, Portugal poke it away for a throw. Dude, this is better. That was good from Grant. That ball over the top. Just enough weight in it for Gilnick to get to it. I'll tell you what, the defensive reshuffle's been has worked a treat so far. Crummer just giving that ball away again. A couple of Australian players just not really up to it today. Some wayward passes that have been a bit concerning. Oh, heavy from Nevin. It was good, though. So it was all fair. Five minutes remaining in this first half. And this 5 minutes is where we conceded against Spain. So let's hope we can hold on for this remainder of the first half at least. Gilnick winning the ball. Here we go. Matilda's chance for a quick attack. Inside for Simpson. She loses the ball, though. Well done, Portugal. That might be a foul there. Now, Van Egmond has committed maybe 3, 4, 5 fouls so far this half. And I wonder how... I know it's a friendly, but... I mean, how soon until we're going to see a yellow card? And I'm saying that for our own player there. Van Egmond has been all over the fouls this game so far. Just, I mean, clearly just bringing a opposition player down. She's done it a few times this half. Pretty unnecessary too. Preston, keep up the good content. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I certainly will. Whoa, Portugal almost getting in behind. Surely that's a... Oh, Nevin has been carded for that too. I didn't even think it was a free kick. Well, it looked like a clean tackle from Courtney Nevin. And not only has Portugal been awarded a free kick, but Nevin's been booked. I'd love to see the replay. The ball trickled through, and Nevin went through to clean up the ball. Here's the replay. Oh, we need a better angle of that. I reckon Nevin won the ball. Nevin won the ball. It was clean. Nevin hit the ball, and obviously you're going to collide with a player with both players going in for the ball. It's a 50-50 challenge. Nevin's got the ball. Not only has Nevin gone in just for a 50-50 challenge, Nevin's got to the ball first. And the Portuguese player is the one that went down. Portugal have a free kick in a really dangerous position here. Here's a great chance. Free kick comes in just over the crossbar, a metre or so above. Jeez, that was a dangerous position for Portugal there. They haven't taken their opportunity so far this game. They've gotten into the good areas, but haven't had the quality to take those chances, which, I mean, that's probably the only comparison we can make against Spain. Spain were a lot more intense in their pressing and were much more clinical getting forward too. What's your favourite team besides Australia and Central Coast Mariners? Support Spurs in the Premier League as well. Not long to go here in this first half. Simpson and Egmond. Gallop. Looking to go down the left. Crummer might be able to get to this. No. It'll go out. How is that a yellow and not Van Egmont's? I know, right? And it's funny that we're saying that about our own player, but yeah, man. I was like, Van Egmont's been fouling all over the place. And Nevin's just gone in to win a ball for a fair tackle and gets booked. So, yeah, man. We are indeed into 1 minute of added time for this first half. During halftime, we'll have a chat about some of the latest A-League signings. Look ahead to what's coming up for some of the Aussie national teams too. Portugal trying to get in behind here, dude. We do not want to concede a goal here. 15 seconds left. Less than that now. Still going. Oh, dude, that's going to be a free kick. Come on, man. Charlotte Grant. Burst past. Too easily there, the attacker. And as soon as I said we're just going to keep it cool. It was soft. The contact was minimal. But enough for the free kick. And Portugal are going to have a good chance here. This will certainly be the last piece of play. Hey, why can I see the game? If we're tuning in Australia, it's available on Channel 10. 10 Bold. And on 10 Play, I'm pretty sure. So here we go. Portugal's delivery. Decent one, and the header, dude. That easily could have gone into the back of the net. But the header goes wide. And that might just well be half time. Oh, what a great chance for Portugal, man. Right in front. And it will be half time. So it's half time. Portugal 0, Matildas 0. You'd probably say it's been a fairly even game. Maybe Portugal just the better of the two sides just. It wasn't as dominant as Spain's performance. Spain the other day. But this has been a fascinating game so far, man. Really fascinating game so far. Because Matildas were struggling for that first 25 minutes, half an hour, to just break out of our own half. And we had some decent opportunities once we did break out. Gilnick looked decent. That reshuffle about halfway through that first half, we saw a reshuffle. 3 players swapping positions across that back line. Charlotte Grant was shifted out to the right. Yallop over to the left. And I think that worked, man. I think we saw it worked. It's just a matter of whether we can be a bit more accurate with our passing too. Let's see if we can check out some stats too. So far this game. Because it'd be interesting to look at stuff like pass accuracy. I mean, I'd imagine that Matildas had more possession there for sure. Not by much, but let's see what we can find. All right, when you do... Oh, no, that's showing. Matilda's website doesn't help. It's got nothing there. There we go. So 9 shots for Portugal, 0 on target. 1 shot for Australia, 0 on target. So that's actually interesting. You know, Portugal... I wouldn't have said that they had that many shots, actually. That's actually much more of a dominant performance when you look at that stat. Possession, though, 55% to Australia, 45% to Portugal. That feels about right. Pass accuracy, only 80 for Portugal, 79 for Australia. Okay, so, I mean, it's already a little bit better than the Spain game. Portugal's pass accuracy is a little bit down from what Spain had in the 7-0 win. Australia have committed 8 fouls. Portugal just the 5. 3 corners to Portugal. Australia yet to earn themselves a corner. One shot. Actually, it probably makes sense now. I think it was probably that one shot was that Van Egmond chance. It was a great chance too, to get into the lead for Australia, man. Really good opportunity, and we didn't take it. Hey, let's make that a halftime cup of tea. We're gonna make a halftime cup of tea, and then we'll be back in a minute to chat everything. I just wonder how many substitutions we'll probably see maybe early on this half too. So Lana's been doing all right so far. Gori's been decent in midfield. She had a nice couple nice little moments there on the ball. Just got to figure out a way to get that front three more involved, man. I'm looking at that front three, and they're good players. Gilnick, Crummer, Simpson. Gilnick's been heavily involved, I reckon, a couple of times. And not heavily involved, but out of the front three, she's been the most involved. It's not saying too much. So they're showing some highlights on the broadcast, and it's very much the story of the half so far. Portugal with the chances, but not taking them. Simply not taking them. Let's go get that halftime cup of tea. Nothing beats a halftime cup of tea. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? As the sun is coming up here on the east coast of Australia. Early morning. What's the local time? What's the time right now? 6:56. There you go. It's almost 7. There we go. A little bit more respectable of a time. It's been a crazy last couple of weeks with some of the watch-alongs. Late nights, early mornings. Socceroos were at 4 a.m. The other Matildas games at 5:30 a.m. We did some watch-alongs for the Olyroos boys. They were like at 11 p.m. All over the place. All over the place. It doesn't stop. Australia taking part as well, the women's team, in the AEST Women's Championship, which is a Southeast Asian tournament. As far as I know, it's not like a massive high profile tournament, and it sounds like Matildas will just be taking a smaller, well, not a small squad, but not necessarily the big name stat squad. They're referring to it as a women's representative squad heading to that tournament. But we've got a few games there, man, and there's games like every couple of days. It's jam-packed, and that's starting, I believe, July 4th, which is just around the corner. So next week, I think next Monday is the first game. And we have 5 group stage games, so we'll keep an eye on that one too. And I don't believe Channel 10 are broadcasting it. I wonder if we can find out the broadcast details for that. For the AEST Women's Championship. It'd be good because that sort of tournament is a great chance for some of these lesser-known players to get some game time, you know what I mean? I wonder if it's being broadcast. I'm looking it up now, seeing if we can find anything about it. But from the looks of things, I don't know if anything's been confirmed yet. Whether it even will be broadcast, you know? Broadcast details will be provided in the coming weeks. Okay. That's all we got. So hopefully we can Australian fans can tune into that. That'd be epic. And actually, it's a good thing. It's funny with that coming up. You'd think that would be the perfect time for, the Matilda squad to experiment. A tournament like that, not these high-profile friendlies against some top-quality sides. So the job for the Matildas in the second half is just to figure out how to be a bit more effective moving forward. A bit more efficient as well. We've had the possession, but not really being very productive with it. And cut out the lazy passes too. Cut out some of the lazy wayward passes, which has been hampering us. If it was hampering us against Spain, it's hampering us once again here. That's a little bit of a concern, something we need to address. So look, Gustafsson made that defensive reshuffle in halfway through that first half. That worked out. I'm really interested to know what his halftime message is now and how we come out in the second, whether there's going to be any changes. I do hope as well we see some fresh faces get some game time here in the second half. Give them some game time. I think it's important starting off with a decent lineup, and then you can later on bring on those fresh faces if you need to. I just can't believe how Portugal missed so many of their chances. They're showing the highlights on the replay on the broadcast here, and they got into some good positions, but 9 shots, none of them on target. I mean, from a Portuguese point of view, they won't be happy with that. They'll feel like they should be in the lead, and they should be. They well and truly should be, man. They could have had at least 2. So it's allowed now Australia. I think Gustafsson will be reasonably happy that he's been able to get to halftime 0-0. Has a chance to talk to the team, to change things tactically if needed, and to set up for the second half. And we're absolutely still in this game, man. It's important though that, I mean, dude, that first few minutes, that first 10, 15 minutes in that second half against Spain, that was when we were at our worst. That was Spain just ran over us. They came out firing, and we didn't come out of the halftime sheds, man. Just got to make sure that the same thing doesn't repeat here, because that was one of the most concerning things from the Spain game. How we came out in the second half. So we have to make sure that the second half performance early on in that half is better, simply better. Staying hydrated. Dude, it's like the sun's like up here, dude. It's good. It's nice having the sun up during a watch along. Oh, of course, they're showing us on the broadcast. How could I forget? Tonight, Australia Cup round of 32 draw. Very much looking forward to it, because we finally get some fixtures lined up, get some games to look forward to. So tonight, 7:30 p.m. The draw is happening on the My Football YouTube page, as well as the Australia Cup Facebook page, and on 10 Play, I believe, as well. And we'll be doing a live reaction to it. So we'll be doing a live stream at the same time, 7:30 p.m. tonight. Really looking forward to that. Really, really looking forward to that. Keen to see the matchups. Hopefully we get some really random matchups. I'm all especially for the round of 32. I'd love just for some epic sort of random matchups. Even if my Mariners play someone from Perth or something. And looking forward to another away day, man. Looking forward to an away day. Went to, what was the round of 32 last year for Mariners? Mudgee to take on Blacktown City. That was fun. That was really nice heading out to regional Australia for that one. But of course, the matches they've laid out the dates as well for the matches. Obviously, no set schedule yet, but late July, early August is when the round of 32 is meant to get underway, which is around the corner. It's a month away. So we'll have the draw tonight. I imagine they won't announce the actual schedule for another week or two. But of course, the first edition of the Cup with the new name, the Australia Cup, which I do like. I do like the name change to Australia Cup. Melbourne Victory looking to defend their title, which I think they're well placed to do so, man. They might have Nanny. They might have Nanny in that squad to do so. Maybe not by the time round of 32 comes around. But the final has been locked in as well. October 1st, I believe it is. Saturday, October 1st for the Australia Cup final, which is very exciting. So it looks like, and I think that sort of confirms that the A-League will indeed start on the following weekend, October, would it be 7th? October 7th or something? That looks like it might be that first weekend of the A-League straight after the Australia Cup, which will be, a nice way to set it up. The Cup final into the league. It's a great way to build that hype, man. I mean, the Cup final is going to draw in a decent audience. And then you can advertise that next week the league starts up. I think that's really smart. I think that's a good way to do it. So all through that Cup, you're just going to really push A-League round 1, opening round. And then that's going to boost viewership. And even attendances for round 1, man. What a way to build the hype. To have a massive game beforehand. People have suggested whether we do sort of like a community sort of shield thing, whether we have like the winners of the Cup play the winners of the A-League before the season. But this is even better because this is like an actual, Cup final. This is a bit a bigger game. It's halftime at the moment. It is indeed, Anna. It is indeed. 0-0 between Portugal and Australia. Second half should be getting underway in the next 5 minutes or so, where we hope the Matildas can improve. We hope the Matildas can tighten things up a little bit, get rid of these wayward passes, this lazy passing, and be a bit more cohesive shifting forward. The later stages of that first half were a little bit better by the Matildas. We slowly got ourselves into the game. Now anything can happen in the second half. Will Portugal continue to look dangerous moving forward? Or will Australia be able to get themselves on the score sheet early? And straight back into the broadcast, we are underway. Second half is ticking by. The clock here, which is synced up to my stream. So you can make sure you're somewhat staying up to date. If you've haven't tuned into one of these live watch-alongs before, we do plenty of them on the Coast Watch Football YouTube channel. Australian national teams, the A-Leagues. Occasionally there can be that little bit of a delay across the YouTube live stream, but we'll do our best to keep the commentary up to date. Bit of a frantic start here early. Portugal already applying the pressure. Gorry. Smart by Gorry. Wheeler's pass stays in. That's a heavy touch by Grant. Given away. Grant was the culprit of a few wayward passes and has now... No, not given away the foul. That's advantage, though. So there has been an early change. Broadcast has confirmed it. And it is Princess Abini who has come on for Remy Simpson. And it looks like that might be the only change of the halftime break. So we have seen a change. Abini's on. Off that left wing, Princess Abini. So that change is now confirmed on the graphic. Here we go. ISB, do you know when the Socceroos World Cup jersey is coming out? Hope it's a unique jersey like what the Matildas had. Not sure. I imagine we'll see some World Cup kits coming out in just the coming months. But very much looking forward to seeing what the design is. Hopefully we get something good. A unique jersey like what the Matildas had. I assume you're referring to that old school kit. The sort of the wild pattern one, which I did like. I hope we get something different, man. I hope it's just not just. I mean, what the Matildas are wearing now. This is sort of what the Aussies have been wearing for a while. The gold shirts with sort of the green collar. Personally, like, this is just a personal preference, but like, I'm not the biggest fan of like collars on football jerseys. I don't mind them. I'm just not the biggest fan. I prefer just the cleaner look of the no collar. But yeah, really looking forward to see what Socceroos World Cup kit's going to be. And look, if it's decent, I'm absolutely snapping it up. My favourite World Cup kit that Australia had was probably the 2010 one. The one that had like that green strip across the top. And then I think it was like a white strip too. The Spew jersey, that's the one, yeah. Hey, Portugal getting down the left for an early chance. Cleared away by Nevin. It's going to be another corner here for Portugal early in the second half. That's right, we'll blind them with a bling. That's right. So Portugal with an early opportunity here. Lydia Williams wearing the captain's armband. Going to make sure her defenders stay switched on here. Very similar setup for this corner. The row of, 5 players in the 6-yard box. And the man marking going on as well. Decent ball. Dude, that was like almost went in. And Lydia Williams has been crunched into here. There's been a massive collision involving Lydia Williams and I think at least 2 Portuguese players. And there's players down on both teams. And I mean, it's clearly a free kick for Australia, obviously. But Lydia Williams looks a little bit sore. And the Portuguese player's down too. So, here's a replay of the challenge. Oh, dude. Came flying in. I mean, it's just so clearly a foul. I mean, the 2 Portuguese players flew in. The Portuguese player that went down injured didn't even get anywhere near the ball. Just took out the goalkeeper. And they're just doing a concussion test currently for Lydia Williams. I don't know if she hit her head, though. Hopefully she's all right. Portuguese players back to their feet. And now Lydia Williams back to her feet too, which is good to see. Tegan Micah's already up and running, looking like she's ready to come on. I think Williams will be fine. But Tegan Micah looks like she's ready to go. What formation do you think we'll go with into the World Cup? I'm feeling it'll be like a 4-5-1, essentially flood the midfield. It's sort of similar to what we play now. It's more of, I guess, a 4-2-3-1. But we do play those sort of the 5 midfielders. So yeah, it might be something like that, especially against those strong teams. I mean, France, Denmark, who have got so much quality. There is another Portuguese player who's down off the ball. What's happened here? This is very bizarre. So, completely unrelated to the corner, in the middle of the field, there's a Portuguese player just flat on the floor. Bizarre one. Anyway. But by the way, I loved your post-qualifier interview on the radio. Thanks, man. Cheers for tuning into it. But yeah, the 4-5-1 formation, I mean, I think we will just play the same sort of 4-2-3-1. We did that at the last World Cup too. It seems to be the go-to formation for the men's national team. It also depends what sort of players we have available, Is Tommy Rogic going to be involved in the World Cup? You'd think so, right? And if Tom Rogic is going to be involved, you have to play him as a 10. It's really his best position. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. So we've had last 3 minutes, we haven't even played any football. There's just been injuries, 3 separate injuries. Sutal will make a big difference. Yeah, man. And hopefully you think he's good by then. Fully fit. You'd hope. Fingers crossed. But yeah, man, Harry Sutal playing in a World Cup. It'll be interesting to see who will be playing, alongside him in the center of defense. Whether it's going to be mean, if Trent Sainsbury can start playing some regular football, Kyle Rolls did very well in those in the two playoffs, and we also had Bailey Wright come in and do a decent job in those two playoff games as well. Can't wait to see Hrustic involved. He is quality. Yeah, man. Hrustic did very well as well in those playoffs. So, look, we've got options. He's back in training. There we go. Love it. Went to the eight-game winning streak with him. We only stopped when he went out. That's true. That's true. It's a good point. He's a class defender. And just his height, man. I mean, that's such a massive asset to have. He has the ability to boss defenders. I guess the only concern for Harry Souttar is maybe his pace. Probably going to make sure the other central defender has a bit of pace just to cover him if needed. Play a false nine? I don't think we'll do that. I think it's good to have that, at least just the one player up top. Got to have an option available on the counter attack. But honestly, against like Denmark and France, where we probably won't have much of the ball, like I don't think it'll be Jamie McLaren or anyone like that starting up. It'll probably be, Matt Leckie or Mitch Duke. Probably be one of those guys because they're a bit more effective on the counter attack. Jamie McLaren isn't really a counter-attacking striker. He's a poacher. He works more effectively when the team's bossing play. I could see McLaren getting a run against Tunisia. Has Gustafsson got a mic? Has got a microphone? He's got one of those little earpieces. I think he does, dude. You don't see that often. I wonder if he's got like a mute button. Otherwise, like the person on the other end is just hearing everything he's yelling out. Ooh, sure that's a foul. Yep. We'll take the advantage. No, we won't. That's a free kick. So Van Egmond brought it down in our own half. Free kick for Australia. Portugal. I've noticed they're sort of playing almost like a diamond system in a way. It looks like it. And applying the pressure again here. Just getting it away, Polkinghorn. And well done, Gorry. Australia could be out here if this ball can work out over the top. Headed down. Van Egmond. Nice pass. Crummer looking to go wide to Gilnick. This is a chance for Australia. Emily Gilnick will strike. That shot's going to go wide. Off a weaker left foot there. Emily Gilnick was always going to sail wide. But that was Australia. Looking all right in the opening stages of the second half. If you are enjoying the stream, if you want to show your support, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so already. ISB, if A-League had promotion relegation, how do you think it would work? Just a two-tier system? It'd probably be good to have a system like a national second division, which is happening, and then after that, maybe some sort of promotion relegation system. I'm not sure how it would work, involving sort of all the state leagues. I think after that, as I guess the third tier, if you like. So yeah, I think it could work like that, sort of a pyramid system. Yeah, the A-Leagues, and then relegating into a national second division, which I don't think will be massive competition. I reckon both competitions, 12, 14 teams. Maybe the second division a little bit less. But after that second division, then you go into sort of the state leagues, I guess. That seems to make the most sense to me. Gilnick. Looking for Crummer. I won't find her. Just thinking about it after the Kuehl comments. Yeah, the Harry Kuehl comments were interesting. What was that, last week or the week before? We was talking about how Australia need promotion and relegation. That's one of the things lacking, that they need that competitiveness for the teams towards the bottom. And it's something that's been brought up heaps. I mean, it's not like it's nothing new. But it is obviously, has a bit more weight to it when it comes from someone like Harry Kuehl, who's such a respected name in Australian football. Would you need to protect the foundation teams? Only drop into the second division? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, just because it just feels a bit unfair, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, because then sort of what's the point? I mean, obviously you get the promotion, but then if the foundation teams are protected from dropping out of the second division, then they don't have that danger, I guess. And that's the whole point of it, isn't it? Again, I think it's something that won't be implemented for a while. I think there's a long time until we see promotion relegation, to be honest. Which is probably not what people want to hear. But I just can't see it realistically happening. I think we're another decade away or so. Just to successfully implement it and to make sure all the clubs stay healthy. I mean, my only thing is now is like we're currently playing in an A League where, even in recent years, clubs have been struggling. Not just because of the pandemic, but yeah. Unless you run a 2-tier system where top league plays home and away, and then you can play their second tier once, gives them exposure and ups the big games. Oh, okay, so like the teams from both tiers play each other just once. I didn't think of doing that. Wonder how that would work. So if you had an A-League of 10 teams in Tier 1 and 10 teams in Tier 2, you would play 18 games in Tier 1 and 10 games with Tier 2. Right. Makes sense. I think I don't mind that. I wonder how that would work in regards to the ladder, in terms of like, sorry, not the ladder, but like, yeah, like with the points that you win, the points you'd win would count for your own ladder, yeah. Hey, here comes Princess Abini down the left-hand side. We'll just pass the hour mark. Abini, that's a good challenge. I think Abini will win that throw-in. Almost getting behind there. Let's stay on the front foot here. Gorry. Brought down, and that's going to be a foul. And a yellow card. So there's been 2 yellow cards, and I don't think I'd agree with either of them. I mean, Kika Nazareth for Portugal picking up that one. I don't know if I'd agree with that one. I thought Van Egmond should have had a yellow card, man. And she didn't pick up one. And Tier 2 would do the opposite. Right. Yeah, and that's the thing too. There's like plenty of suggestions in terms of how promotion relegation could play out in Australia. I think we will eventually see it one day. That I think it's bound to happen. Here we go. So free kick for Australia. Decent ball, and a little mix up at the back, and it's going to go out for a corner here. The keeper came flying out and missed it. Instead, it's been headed over the crossbar for a corner. Oh, dude. There's a bit of a collision between the goalkeeper and Emily Gilnick. But the decision is a corner. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is Australia's first corner of the game. Can we take it? Can we take the opportunity? It's going to be Courtney Nevin. The left foot of Courtney Nevin to deliver. Professional Soccer's back in the chat. Good to see you, man. Australia flicked on by Van Egmond. Near post. And that's surely a handball. Yeah. Free kick for Portugal. That corner didn't work out in the end. I don't know if the near post thing worked out. Too many defenders in the road there. Double change coming up for Portugal. As they get some fresh players on the field. Might be a way of funneling money into the grassroots. That's the thing too. I mean, that's the thing when I think of promotion and relegation and having clubs in different divisions is money, which has been a thing that's hampered Australian football for a long time. Just the funds, keeping clubs alive, paying the players wages. I'm just concerned, like if clubs were to drop down, how they would go surviving. You'd imagine there'd be more money playing in the top flight, of course, which is the case anywhere, in any league in the world. Isn't the Australia Cup draw tonight? Indeed it is. What team do you think would be would be good to draw? Dude, I'll take anyone as a Mariners fan. I'm not too fussed in terms of who we draw. I'd love to get a Sydney-based NPL side. Oh, is that a penalty? No, it's going to be a free kick. Oh, that's a contentious one, man. Charlotte Grant bringing down the attacker. I'd love to see the replay because that looked like it was inside the box. Grant doesn't even think it was a foul. And it's going to pick up a yellow card. Dude, I'd love to see the replay. Grant's on a yellow now. But it will be a free kick. And I don't think there's any VAR in these friendlies. Here's the replay. Yep, definitely outside. Definitely outside. Well, unless you're Sean Evans, then that's a penalty. Because apparently, you push the free kick 2 meters forward. But anyway, it's a free kick, which is the correct decision. Football podcast is in the chat. How's it going, mate? I'd love for the Mariners in the Australia Cup draw to get a Sydney-based side. It would be good, or Newcastle-based side for a nearby away day. Portugal free kick. They're going to go direct, and that was a terrible decision because that's gone way over the bar. And of course, we will be doing a live stream for a live reaction to the Australia Cup. So make sure you tune in here to 7:30 as well. We'll be doing a broadcast for that also. Portugal, that ball's going to come in, but Lydia Williams will claim it. Let's see if we can get a move going here. Charlotte Grant from right back for Australia. Looking to lob it over for Gielnik. It doesn't stay in. Personally, I'd love to see us see an NPL team. Nice challenge for us to start the preseason. Yeah, we took on Blacktown City last time in Mudgee. I headed out for that game. That was a lot of fun. And that was a good challenge, man. Blacktown City defended so well that game, I remember. Hey, mate, how's it going? Things are looking good, a lot better than against Spain. We're still in this. I agree. It has been a bit better, a little bit more even. We haven't probably been as clean in attack as we would have hoped, but we are absolutely still in it. Still 0-0. Portugal haven't taken their chances. They've been poor as well at times. We've seen the one attacking substitution, the one only substitution for Australia so far. Princess Abini Issei onto that left wing for Remy Simpson. The sun is well and truly up here. It is nice. It's nice to have daytime during a game. We're used to doing these live watch-alongs, whether it's late night, early mornings, while it's dark. So it's nice to have some sunshine. Pressure applied by Portugal, but Yalop's won that free kick. I just opened up my blind to my left here just to let some more light in. It's good. There we go. The light. The sunshine. It's rare. It's been a while, man, because, of course, we did this. We've been doing live watch-alongs here for the past year. Barely that even now. Here on the Coastal Football YouTube channel. Used to doing the A-League streams, which are a much more comfortable time, obviously, for Australians. So it's been a good challenge trying these live watch-alongs at tricky hours, whether it's late night or early mornings. Love your travel vlogs. Do you think you will do some more for us if we play some Sydney teams? Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah, man, the match day vlogs have been so much fun. And absolutely more coming. More coming in the upcoming season. And as well, the exciting thing is, YouTube channel's now monetized. So I think you can see it on this one. But across the videos and stuff, there's like you can send in super thanks and super chats. And all that money, also all the money that comes into the YouTube channel from like super chats and everything from you guys, goes toward helping me fund the trips for those vlogs. So, you know, paying for travel fares, paying for the tickets for the games. So that's really exciting too. So the more tips that come in, the more match day vlogs I'm able to get to, because I'm really keen to get to Melbourne, to get to Brisbane, Adelaide. If I can try and get to as many games as possible, man, and do some really fun content, it'd be fun. ISB says, if you had a 12-team Tier 1 and a 15-team Tier 2, wow. That'd be 37 games. Tier 1 plays. 37 games. That's a big jump. I'd love for more games, man. It is a big jump. A2. A2 League has a nice ring to it. A2 League. You got A-League and then the A2 League. I prefer A2 to A-League 2. That sounds good. And promotion for the winner of A2 and play for the other spot. I like that. I think that sounds good. So does that mean just two teams change over then? Yeah. Awesome. Can't wait. Go Mariners. Indeed. Indeed. Go the Mariners indeed. Got the jersey. You can't see it in the shot, but still got the away kit hanging up on the coat rack over there. This half has still been pretty uneventful for Australia. Emily Van Egmond had the best chance for the Matildas in that first half with a shot that went over the crossbar. And that's going to be a foul there. Gorry into the back of her opponent. Portugal with an opportunity down the right. Australia have numbers back, so we should be able to deal with it. Instead, it's going to go out for a corner. That's a win for Portugal. Yeah, I like that. Two teams going up from the A2 League and two teams going down from the A-League. I think that would make sense for promotion relegation. It's a couple teams changing over. So, 70 minutes have ticked by in this match. I just realized my clock is a bit behind. We'll get that up to date. It's about 10 seconds behind. But Spain have a corner here. Sorry, Spain. Portugal have a corner here. Dude, that is it's really direct. Just followed the line there. It's gone out of play. So where is it going to come from Australia? Where is the spark going to come from? We need a bit more energy. Oh, giving away. Portugal. Well done, Porkinghorn. It's there to cover the back. We've had a couple nervy moments. The timer on the stream you can see here is now up to date. Along with the game I'm watching here. Available on 10 bowls in Australia. Great to have Australian football on free-to-air TV. The Portuguese looking to spring forward. Courtney Nevin just pokes it away. Well done. Now here's a chance for Australia. Claire Wheeler, forward pass for Crummer, who hasn't seen a lot of it. Spreads it wide for Gielnik. Great chance for Australia. Abini central. Gielnik delivers to Abini. Yes! Australia score. Princess Abini gets it for Australia. Finally, our first goal in this run of two friendlies. And it's come in the 73rd minute. courtesy of substitute Princess Beanie. Let's go. Oh, mate, finally. It is a relief. That was a really good move. Claire Willer into Crummer. Great ball over the top for Gielnik. And her cross was superb. Dude, the quality of passing in that build-up. The movement was superb. And it was easy for a Beanie. Look at this. Maybe it was Gorry with that initial pass. But Gielnik, I think, was just onside. And the cross well and truly onside. Princess Beanie. Easy tap in. Dude. 1-0 up. This is good. This is important. This is important. We needed the response. After the Spain thrashing, we needed this response. Portugal are coming the other way early, and oh my goodness. Dude, they cut from the replay, and Portugal had already gotten in behind. Australia just dealing with it. Let's go indeed, yeah. Super Cup for the A-League champions versus the A-League 2 champs. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that too. So, Matildas have the advantage. Now, this will be interesting to see how Portugal respond, and they've got the ball in a dangerous position already. I've already committed some more numbers forward. Got to stay strong here in defence. Long-range strike blocked by Polkinghorne. A Beanie down the left at the halfway line. Nice switch of play. Van Egmond, again, looking for that. Gielnik just getting into a little bit of space again there. Maybe we're going to look to exploit that. Test for Australia now. Test of the mental endurance, if you like, the mentality of the team. This is a side that conceded 7 against Spain just a few days ago. Can they hold on to a clean sheet here? It would go a long way to just strengthening trust in Gustafsson for Australian fans. Meanwhile, Portugal attacking down the right wing. Cross gets a little deflection, and Polkinghorne will deal with it. Polkinghorne has been solid in defence this game. Australia have coped so far. And very quickly, we are approaching the later stages of this match, where we expect Australia to be able to hold on. Got the sun, the sun coming up here on broadcasting here from the Central Coast of New South Wales. Gielnik shifting forward for the Matildas. Gielnik still going. Just poked away from her. Crummer wins the ball, though. Still on. Gielnik trying to get it through. Got to go wide here, surely. Because Charlotte Grant is in some space. Grant delivers. Headed away near post. This is a little bit more dangerous from Australia, man. Grant's out of position, but is doing well to get back. That's a great pass with the outside of the boot. Portugal are in behind here down the left. Game's really opening up now. Gorry's there to recover. Who's been the better team? Great question. I'd say it's been pretty even now. I think it's been pretty even. Portugal probably have more of the shots for sure. But haven't just simply haven't taken their chances. I don't know if they've had a single shot on target. So I'd probably just go as far as saying it's been even. Australia definitely haven't been at their best, but neither have Portugal. Gielnik has been dangerous, and again, trying to get forward here. Portugal deal with it. Wayward passes all over the place now. This game's really, since that goal's been scored, this game has entered another gear. Polkinghorne, certainly no foul there, playing on for Australia. Portugal plays all stops expecting the foul. Oh, dude, what a chance. A Beanie almost playing that through. We're going to see more goals in this game, man. I'm telling you right now. There's no way this game's ending 1-0. There's no way this game's ending 1-0. My 2-1 prediction is still on. I said 2-1 to Australia. And it's still on for sure. Gorry. For Grant. Oh, nice ball. Is she onside? No. Offside. Offside. Dude, we're looking way more dangerous this past 10 minutes, though. Way more dangerous. It's good. Well, that was a close offside call. It was really close. So not long to go in this game. Approaching 78 minutes. Better than losing 7-0 right now. Absolutely. Absolutely. This has been a much better performance. Still not our best, but much better. That Spain performance was very, very poor. But we are still absolutely in this game. And well positioned to win it. Even though Portugal maybe have just been the better side. Although it has been very even. Still no other substitutions yet for Australia, which is kind of bizarre. Princess Abini has been the only substitution. I'm sure we will see some more come the final 10 minutes. Great run by Grant from right back. Gielnik has to play it inside. Surely, Charlotte Grant was in miles of space. And Gielnik went for the riskier option for the long cross, which just got headed away. But Grant had a really good pocket of space inside the box there. Had to go short, surely. But Australia are going to have another corner here. I think this is only our second corner of the game. Australia's got this. Hold on, ladies. A win's a win. That's right. Oh, honestly, after the 7-0 loss, I'll take a 1-0 win for sure. Just to get the clean sheet as well, more than anything, after conceding 7, would be massive. Big difference in the Spain game. Don't want to jinx it. If Australia could get a second here off this corner, it would be huge. It's going to be another Courtney Nevin left-footed delivery. Here we go. Courtney Nevin delivers. Headed away. Australia reset here. Yallop delivers from left back. Decent ball. Polkinghorne, who stayed forward, almost got to that. Entering now the final 10 minutes of regulation time. We had a couple injuries early in the second half, so we probably will see maybe 3 minutes of injury time at this rate. But also, I think we will see some more Aussie substitutions just to get some fresh legs on and hold out this scoreline. Really important that we just hold on to this 3 points here. Need to get a win. An instant response after that horrific result against Spain. Give the Portuguese goal as good effort. That's right. That's right, drunken boxing. Just the clean sheet, again. The clean sheet's just going to be super important. Long ball just kept in there. No, it's going to go out. Portugal are going to prepare another couple substitutions, but still Gustafsson's taking his time with his subs. Which is kind of surprising. No changes being made. No more changes being made for Australia at this current time. It was a great goal that Australia scored about 10 minutes ago. Tapped home by Princess Abini. After this, next week, Australian women's representative team, some Matildas names, some younger names, taking part in the AFF Women's Championship at Southeast Asian Tournament. That's kicking off next week. 5 group stage games. 2 groups involved in that one. And then, of course, in September, Matilda's playing a couple friendlies on home soil against Canada. First round ball game to be played at the new Sydney Football Stadium. Matty's in here. Matt Newton, how's it going, mate? The league joining EPL and Optus Sport. Did see that. Good pick up for Optus Sport. I know a lot of people would love to see. Would you guys like to see like Optus Sport pick up the A-League? That would be handy, wouldn't it? I think it would go a long way if even just promoting the A-League. If those big European leagues were on the same platform as the A-League, I think that would help. Ball forward for Portugal, and they've picked up the ball, and the striker is going to go wide. A little bit sloppy at the back then. Portugal almost punishing Australia, but dude, can someone check the stats? What are the stats? Because I don't know if Portugal have had a shot on target. Seriously, Portugal have gotten into really good positions and have been dangerous, but I don't think they've had a shot on target. Let's check the stats. It's true. Portugal have had 11 shots now, 0 on target. Australia, 3 shots, 1 on target, that one being the goal. The only shot on target we've had this game is the goal. 52% possession to Portugal, so that's tipped over to Portugal. And we will see a change now for Australia. It's going to be Amy Sayer coming on. She came on late on against Spain. She's going to be coming on to replace Larissa Crummer, who is that a decent game, was involved in the build-up for the goal. But overall, again, pretty quiet for Crummer. But Amy Sayer is going to come on, so we'll get that graphic lineup updated. Young Amy Sayer. We'll have a look whether she slots up forward or not. Amy Sayer does look like she will be operating through the middle, so Gilnick will stay out to the right. Good to see young Amy Sayer getting some game time at the end of this match. Football Podcast says, you remember that fight between Farrell and Hoffman down the right side in the derby? I do remember that. In the round 1 derby, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was much of a fight, but it was just a bit of a coming together. Two Aussies in the Liga. That's right, yeah. Matty Ryan and Awen Mabil. It's true. True. That's a big draw card, actually. I'm sure Optus Sport will push that. We'll push that as a bit of a draw card for Australians, you know, getting on Optus Sport to watch the La Liga. We've got our goalkeeper and one of our star wingers playing in the league, in the Liga. Do you think there should be an AIS team in the A-League or part of the Australia Cup? I don't think so. I think it makes more sense to go for a Canberra team. And, of course, AIS obviously being in Canberra. So, because, it's not really a club, is it? It's obviously, I guess, an institution. So, but I guess if you want to do an AIS team, just do a Canberra team, hey. And I think we will see it soon. I mean, we know we're going to get expansion within the next couple of years in the A-League again. They've said that. And I think the most realistic one is Canberra United because there's already a women's team. And, you know, the A-Leagues have made it clear they're sort of obviously putting everything under the A-League's branding. It would only make sense for all clubs to have men's and women's teams. So I reckon there's a great chance the next men's expansion team is Canberra United. Portugal still have time here to get an equalizer. Important mental test here for the Australian backline. That's a poor giveaway by Courtney Nevin. That's really poor. Portugal could spring on this inside the box now. Delivery comes in inside the box. It's a goal. It's a goal for Portugal. It's 1-1. It's heartbreaking for Australia. Oh my gosh. And it's happened many times. Australia giving away the ball in poor positions. This time, Portugal finally claimed the opportunity. Their first shot on target. Courtney Nevin, careless pass infield. Careless. Oh, it's offside. Oh, it's clearly offside. Oh, it's clearly offside. Oh my goodness, we don't have VAR in these games, do we? We don't have VAR in these games. That's off. That's right, yeah. Are they checking it? The referees are in conversation. It's clearly offside. It's 100% offside. We saw it on the replay. It's offside. It's is the goal standing? Well, what's going on here? So the referees are talking to each other. Are they pulling it back? The goal's going to stand. So was there a bit of an incident? So they're showing the replay, and a Portuguese substitute has been shown a yellow card. No idea what for. But the goal is standing because I believe there's no VAR involved in these friendlies, man. Well, that is extra frustrating for Australians, knowing that we got ourselves in the lead, have held on, and the goal that we concede, the goal to equalise the game, was unfairly scored. No VAR. No VAR in these friendlies. No VAR. So the goal is standing. Portugal whipping another cross. Great chance. Oh my God, it's almost 2. Portugal just hit the post. Charlotte Grant just completely, oh God, just got away with that one there, Australia. In fact, it's a corner, so it took a touch off Grant. Well, if Portugal grab a second here, it's not good at all. If Portugal grab a second here, corner comes in, it's way too close, goes out of play. To be fair with that offside call, it was one of those weird ones where the cross came in when the player was in an offside position, but when she received the ball, she dropped back, right? She dropped back in front of the defenders, if that makes sense. If you're watching it, if you saw the replay, that's probably the best way to describe it. It's sort of a hard one to describe. But I can understand why the linesman didn't initially see it. Their line of sight's probably impeded by the defenders who were moving in. The defenders and the attacker were moving in opposite directions. It wasn't like the attacker was just always offside. The attacker started offside at the time of the cross and then shifted behind the defenders, in front of the defenders. Again, hard to explain. Meanwhile, Australia won the ball in a good position. Gilnick's given away. Oh my goodness, dude! As the sunshine's coming in here, just beautiful vitamin D beaming in through the window. Portugal almost getting in behind. We'll roll through to Lydia Williams. Portugal pleading for a free kick. Maybe a bit of a shirt pull there on the attacker. Wow, that is strong, son. Let's close that blind. That's a bit better. So, how much injury time have we got? We are into injury time now. My prediction is 4 minutes. And I don't think we've seen a number up on the broadcast as of yet. What do you think of the Redmayne shenanigans? Throwing the water bottle? That's right. They had the names on it. They had the penalty names on it. Yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think it's great banter. Cross comes in. Gilnick strike. Oh, what an effort. Great save. What a strike by Emily Gilnick, and it's a fantastic save from the Portuguese goalkeeper. We have 5 minutes of added time. Emily Gilnick with one of the best chances of the game. And I think that's the first time either goalkeeper's been drawn into a save. Emily Gilnick so close for Australia. Oh, that would have been an epic goal too. Oh, Josh is in here. How's it going, man? Football Podcast is going to say the same thing. The sun's coming in. There, absolutely. It's slightly overcast here on the Central Coast this morning, but that sun was beaming through the clouds. We started when it was pitch black. Now the sun's well and truly up here, getting closer to 8 a.m. here, local time, my time. 1.5 minutes has expired of this 5 minutes of injury time. Australia won, Portugal won. To be honest, it's probably a fair scoreline if it does end this way, but look, the win would have been awesome just as a response after that 7-0 loss the other day. It's been better. It's been better by Australia, but it hasn't been our best. It hasn't been anywhere near our best, in my opinion. Portugal, I think, more so will be disappointed that they haven't got the win here. They've had more chances. Oh, well done. Wheeler winning the ball. Van Egmond decides to release early, looking for a beanie. It'll fall for Gorry. Great chance for Australia. Gorry's long range strike. Deflection takes the bite off it. 2.5 minutes now ticking by. 2.5 minutes remaining. If injury time, 5 minutes total. Still time. Still time for this. Matildas. The final 8 winner. Courtney Nevin getting caught in it. Deals with it. Has to go back to Yallop, who sends it down the line. Beanie can't control. Dude, we're set up for the counter-attack, dude. Gorry's forward, man. Gorry's forward. We're playing almost like a 4-2-4 now. Gorry's playing up alongside Sayer up top. He's Van Egmond in midfield. That's a bold pass, man. I mean, she should have gone short. Sayer dropped short. Some of the decision-making from Australia still hasn't been at its best in this match. Some work to be done there. Seconds ticking by. And it's pretty tense, the finale to this game. Interesting by Gustafsson, really limiting his substitutions. We've only seen 2 players come on for Australia, which is, for a friendly, pretty rare. You'd usually see a bit more rotation going on. And that's a poor giveaway. Australia can have an opportunity here because that goal kick has just come off the defender. Australia have a throw-in on the right wing. Grant goes short to Gorry. Gorry inside. Nice run by Gorry. Has a Beanie in space. Oh, dude. Why'd you pass the outside of the boot? It was always going to collect the defender there. Beanie had so much space too. Final minute. We're in the final minute of added time. Ball over the top for a Beanie. Is she onside? Nope. Flag's up. Flag's up. Flag is up. Australia might have to settle for a 1-1 draw here. Which, again, is a fair reflection of this game, in my opinion. Both teams pretty even. Portugal probably with the better of the 2 chances for sure. Portugal should have been up early. Australia dodged some bullets. Grabbed the first goal. And it is a little bit frustrating, though, the fact that we did score that first goal. Worked so hard. Portugal could be in behind here. With 5 seconds to go, they're getting forward. 4 players ahead for Portugal. 5 now. Chance for Portugal! Straight into the arms of Lydia Williams. That was one of the best chances of the game, and Portugal just dodged it. I mean, Australia dodged it, dude. And Australia are going to have to settle for a draw. It is full time. Portugal won. Matildas won. Again, a frustrating result for Australia, considering that we were in the lead. But look, after the Spain game, we did see some improvement. Oh, my goodness. The flag does work. That's right. That's right. Oh, my goodness me. So, after a bit of a cagey match for much of that game, the last 20 minutes sprang into life. Goals for both sides. Great goal scored by Australia. Some build-up play involving Gorry, Crummer. Great cross from Emily Gilnick to deliver it inside for Princess Abini, who tapped it home for the goal for Australia. Some controversial decisions, man. Portugal's goal absolutely should have been ruled out. Matildas will watch that back on replay and be frustrated. But look, at the end of the day, it's just a friendly. Australia will know that, in a competitive game with VAR, that goal doesn't stand. In a competitive game with VAR, that goal doesn't stand, and Australia win that game 1-0. Australia win that game 1-0. Prop Top says Nevin is a serious liability in defence. She was, to be fair, I mean, despite that offside goal, she did cause that poor giveaway at the back there. A really careless pass inside. Oh, my goodness. So, look, Australia have learnt some interesting things, man. We've got some work to do. It was an improvement. Again, I want to reiterate, it was a bit of an improvement from the Spain game. Pass accuracy's up. We had a bit more possession as well. Got ourselves into the game. But still the worrying sign, I mean, we weren't really creating enough attacking opportunities, Not many shots on goal from either team, to be fair. It wasn't that kind of game. See you on the stream tonight. That's right, Football Podcast. And that's a nice way to segue into the stream for tonight, happening at 7:30 p.m. Join me live here on YouTube, 7:30 p.m. We're doing the live reaction for the Australia Cup draw. I'm going to be like sharing the draw on the screen too. So like it's not the actual broadcast, but like I'm going to be like typing it up as we go, you know what I mean? So so you can like tune in here to catch all the action. So make sure you're here from 7:30 p.m. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Very much looking forward to it. Cheers, ISB. Everyone have a fantastic day. Enjoy the sunshine. Hopefully it's sunny wherever you're tuning into from. Have a great day, guys. And I'll see you later tonight for the Australia Cup draw. Cheers.